Okay, today I'm doing Nightmare Bryansk. We get given a very strong couple of units here, so it's quite a fun mission. This mission is not really too challenging. It only gets challenging when you get to like Stalingrad or Moscow. Obviously Kharkiv was a bit of a hard one, but not too difficult. We get the Guderian as well. I'm very close to actually completing this now. By the time you're watching this, which should be the Monday, I'll have released both the final ones on the Tuesday, and then I will just release loads of the North Atlantics. I'll just probably do 2 a day, at least for the initial ones. I hope to do it similar to this one where I don't use too many strong elite units, because that's the aim of these videos. It's trying to appeal to everyone. I've got a lot of comments saying that you're struggling with these, which I can understand. I definitely would have struggled with these back in the day, but if you're struggling with them, it might be because you're not far enough in the game to actually just complete it, so that's probably why. But anyways, I make a steady start here. I go for that southern city with, I think his name's Udentsev or something. I'll just go for that one early on. I like to clear the path for my allies. I think it can help keep them alive and they have an impact further on in the game. So I always like to clear a path for allies, even if the allies pathing or they're just a bit useless anyway. I also wanted to try and move south a little bit. But this mission isn't really too difficult. It's just one of those standard German-Soviet missions where you're just sort of clearing spam, taking over cities. It's definitely not on the level of Stalingrad or Moscow where you're taking over like the mega cities. We should get this city here. I do hate that ability by the T-44. I really shouldn't have put Guderian next to him, but oh well. We do end up getting it. I can't remember if Guderian's on level 12 or not, but it's a very, very fun unit to use. Make sure to utilise your medics as well. This guy was a bit rubbish. It was a bit of a shame he was the one on the Stuka. He really was not doing the damage whatsoever. We're going to put Guderian south, take on Rokossovsky at Bryansk. Put my strongest tank against what's probably their strongest tank. And we'll round up to Kernov in a little bit after we've taken Vlasma. I do hope that the North Atlantic hard missions are interesting. I mean, I didn't mind the normal mode, but I just find it a bit repetitive because there's so many operations now between the Soviet Union and the United States which aren't real events. I think it could be the 3rd one now between them two. I mean, I understand that there was like a bit of Scorpion stuff in it, but there wasn't that much. I don't know if that might change in hard mode, but some of these events just seem a bit pointless, especially when they could add something like a lot more meaningful. If they actually put time and effort in, they could add like a Vietnam campaign. I know there's problems to do with like putting Chinese troops in, and obviously there's a lot of Chinese influence in Vietnam, but you could just switch that out with Soviet influence. I don't know why they don't do a Vietnam one, and actually just introduce Vietnam as a country, because it's always like French Indochina, or just make Thailand, and I don't understand why they make it Thailand, because Thailand just isn't as important as Vietnam in the Cold War, so I wish they'd do better events like that. But I think there's so much potential, because this is primarily like a World War II game, but you could easily just switch it to the Cold War and make so many more Cold War events. I think that would really keep the game alive. I mean, obviously there's no World War I thing, and I think it's more difficult to do because the warfare changed quite a lot from World War I to World War II in terms of tanks, but the modern war era, like, they could do so much more stuff with it. I don't know if they're planning on or anything, but the operations they could do, and I think the conquests were a bit lazy. I don't think they really tried that hard. I mean, was it 1960? You wouldn't even know it was 1960. It felt the exact same as 1950. It just wasn't really a proper Cold War setting. And I personally am a bit disappointed. I mean, they could make the game a lot better if they just introduced a slightly more modern aspect to it, but it's whatever. I mean, I know it's a World War II game, but I think it's got to be a higher ceiling than that. I mean, missions like these aren't too bad, making a nightmare version of an operation, but I don't really like the North Atlantic thing. I just find it a bit pointless. That's why missions like LL and Maine are quite good, because this is just something brand new, something that hasn't been done before, and that's the perfect sort of mission. You want variety in these events. You don't want the same old thing each time you play an event. So I'm hoping for more events like that. Obviously, they haven't announced anything as of recent, but yeah, I mean, after I do the North Atlantic, I will just go back to Conquest videos. I've still got a couple more to do. I think I've got 3 to do, and then I'll have Novikov, who I'm quite excited to use. I also bought Hartmann, who I've read online, Hartmann's meant to be a beast, so I love Hartmann and Novikov, who I could put on helis, and Yamamoto, so I'm excited for that. I need to grind out some more Air Force medals to accommodate for all these people, but I should be fine. I've actually heard if you put Hartmann on a level 5 plus heli, he's just like the best general in the game, so I'll have to see how that works. Hopefully they don't nerf him. I don't think they have nerfed a general before. They have like slightly changed generals, but I mean, they shouldn't nerf him after people have paid for him, so I look forward to using Hartmann, because I haven't used him at all yet, because since I bought him I've just been doing these events. Obviously I don't use paid for generals, but I would like to use Hartmann to show him off to you all. Anyway, we're making pretty steady progress here. We should be fine. We're only on round 9 and we've only got a couple of cities left. We have got this siege to take out, but for some reason Konov has stepped off of it, which I don't mind. Makes my life easier. We've also got the Yeryomenko city below. Oh, that's another thing. That was actually probably the hardest thing about this. The medics are actually insane. I do think that they're going to make some of these operations a lot harder. Maybe the naval ones especially could be quite difficult, because I think naval warfare is just very different to land warfare. I feel like you can hide a lot better on land, whereas in the navy you can't really escape carriers and stuff, so it'll be quite fun to see. I really want to see like the level 12 Akagi as well. That sounds pretty sick. I don't know which event they'll do next. I hope it is one of the Asian like navy ones. I'd love to do those. Because I mean, Barbarossa's alright, but it's not as challenging. I mean, I say it's not challenging, but I've just heard about so many people struggling, so I feel a bit bad for saying that really, but oh well. I'll tell you what though, Guderian has been amazing in this mission. I don't really know how you can't complete this mission with a level 12 King Tiger with Guderian on, but anyway, we take that one, so we've just got the Yeryomenko to take, which should be no problem. Restricts the fortress. Okay, well that should be it then. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for watching. This has been Bryansk, and I'll see you in the next one in Stalingrad and Moscow.